I hate it when a movie has too much CGI. There are movies back in the 80s and 90s that have used prosthetic makeup that have just made the movie awesome. The Thing, Dead Alive, and American Werewolf in London are just perfect examples of this, and how well prosthetic makeup has made the movie just absolutely awesome. Avatar, however, Avatar is a movie where CGI actually made the film excellent, whereas movies like American Werewolf in Paris, the CGI just, kind of sucked ass and it made the movie just horrible. I hate it when a movie comes along that tries to be abstract and original, only for it to turn into a confusing caricature of itself by the time the credits roll. A perfect example of this would be probably a film called Southland Tales. It was directed by the same director who made Donnie Darko. This particular movie right here stars Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Sarah Michelle Gellar, and Seann William Scott. Granted that Donnie Darko, directed by the same guy, was actually gettable. It was, as far as I'm concerned, Donnie Darko is actually a classic. Very good movie, but it's gettable. I was actually able to understand it after watching it twice, but I was able to understand it. Now, Southland Tales had me crossing my frickin' eyes by the end of the movie, because I was pretty much that retarded. That movie made me retarded. Another really good example of a movie that was really confusing, that I thought was going to be awesome, as a matter of fact, was Valhalla Rising. And the only reason why I thought that movie might have been really good is because it had Mads Mikkelsen in it. But by the end of that movie, you know what I said? What the hell just happened? I hate it how most sequels suck, especially when it's a very good film franchise, and the directors for some reason cannot figure out a really good way to get the story to continue. And if they can't, why do they even bother making it in the first place? When they do that, it goes straight to DVD, which is retarded. There is one director out there that I know has very good experience with sequels, and his name is James Cameron. He already has Terminator 2 under his belt, and Aliens, and now he's working on Avatar 2 and 3. So there you go, right there. But a perfect example of a sequel that really sucked, probably Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Part 3. Yeah, I hated that movie. I hated it a lot. I secretly hated that movie when I was a kid, but at the same time, I tried liking it. The movie had cliché villains, horrible animatronics, just subpar from the previous two films, and corny one-liners that drove this movie's cheesiness way over the top. Way over the top. The movie sucked. I hated it as a kid, and I hate it now. I hate movies with very bad endings. You watch a movie, sit there, and watch this protagonist go through all this crap throughout the entire film. He escapes danger, betrayal, death, and blood, and gore, and all that stuff, only to have them die at the end of the movie. Why do some directors do that? I don't know why they do that, but it drives me absolutely crazy. I think the greatest example for this right here is probably The Mist. Now, I'm not gonna spoil that movie. It was a very good movie, as a matter of fact. But the ending, the ending, I don't get it. The ending, oh my God! You check it out. You'll see what I mean when you watch it. All right, check that movie out. I hate the fact that there are so many freaking remakes out there. Is Hollywood ever going to come up with something original? I mean, I don't understand why they don't want to come up with something original and fresh, but instead rely on that secret factory somewhere out in Area 51 that is stamping out these horrible movies on a conveyor belt year by year. God, it sucks. I hate it how most video game adaptations really suck. Some couple examples of this would probably Super Mario Brothers, Far Cry, House of the Dead, and Blood Rain. Super Mario Brothers wasn't all that bad. It really wasn't. I didn't hate it as a kid, and I don't hate it now. It's actually a watchable movie. But not to mention the fact that Super Mario Brothers didn't really have much of a plot to begin with. Now, Blood Rain, House of the Dead, and Far Cry, those movies sucked. And they're all directed by the same director, Uwe Boll, and everybody hates that guy. He is notorious for destroying games on screen. He is hated by gamers and critics all around the world, and nobody really wants him around. There was actually a petition at one point. He said that if 1 million people signed this particular petition online, he would quit directing, but yeah, that never worked out for some stupid reason. I don't know why. I hate having to say goodbye, but I like it when I say thank you very much for watching this video.